Impeccable.
Block itong si Petalio.
Impeccable playmaking from Tin Abaldo so far in these past few sequences, and leads to an 8-point lead.
You mentioned the word stunned. That's exactly how UE looks right now. On the other side, just a lot of confidence.
Final four, really excited to be here for sure. Siyempre, nandito rin siya para sa men's who are, like we mentioned, FEU #1 in the men's volleyball Final Four action there. Boy! Again, these errors really plaguing NU.
Si Solomon din kanina na she was caught out of possession and a chance ball napunos pa ng FEU against her.
No, Petalio, I was gonna say, has been consistent on the service line.
Chance here for the Lady Tamaraws. Tagaod. That's inside.
But previously, itong si Gina is hindi nababantayan. May mga open block scenarios. It's like that.
Tagaod is the hot hand here in set 3.
Talking about Chenie Tagaod.
12 points for her.
Powering and experience UAP Games Live in HD, commercial-free anytime and anywhere in the world. Now, back to the panel.
Thank you so much, May. Great. We look at this play again.
Things that, normally we would not have known, so
Look at the score. It is 23-21. UST ahead. Back set. FEU continues to fight.
Magsumbol. Ubaldo. The assist. Nika Celis. Chenie Tagaod finding the sweet spot. Here in this set, knowing that they're down, they really have to be deliberate in where they bring the ball. That case, it lands on the corner.
Di na mimili, no?
Oo, hahanapin talaga niya ng paraan.
Tagaod sa gitna. What a play by Ubaldo. We've got a battle now.
Really adjusting mid-air.
Kaya naman very comfortable tong si Petalio on that attack.
Sir now coming from Tagaod. Dongalio from the open side, denied by FEU. Dongalio now off speed. Great pancake coming from Ubaldo. Oh!
That high reach bakangke block.
good first ball. Baldo setting up Tagaod. Hinahanap niya talaga si Chen. A lot of opportunities for Tagaod.
Enjoying the performance from both sides. Look at that. Earlier we saw Vance Alinsog with a very emphatic hit for her.
They are now at set point. Oh, and Tagaod saves that one.
That attack, just spinning it long. A great placement for her. Miscue between Balingit and De Reyes.
Petalio doing the honors to start off this rally. Cross. Binabantayan na. Para kay Buena. We'll send this over. Chance ball. Slide attack. Delayed by the block. That's too low. Tagaod catches the line.
Itong si Sulit, parang nag-dwell pa siya dun sa mistimed hit niya kanina, Tagaod, to tower above her. And hitting the ball higher than the hands of the blockers.
1 point lead for NU. And it's alive.
Ooh, that's inside, way inside.
And Jen, out of nowhere.
Yeah, a sequence that was pretty confusing as it is.
That's coming from an out-of-system play. Hardio.
Already 5 points for Tagaod. Not a good first ball, a rare misreceive coming from Adamson. What? An underhand pass from Karen Verdeflor. Oh, that could have been outside. Verdeflor picking it up. Just didn't have enough court sense to let it go.
Petalio with 13 points.
Ira Haboneta, the outside hitter who is a tourism major. With that serve, Ubaldo trying to get that one off the block. UP keeps it alive, buhay pa. They go up to Tagaod again this time, putting an exclamation point in that hit. She knew where she wants that ball to drop in that second hit.
Cassie gets us going. Monares with a perfect pass. Nobody home. Assist. Sorry, Tagaod saw that one.
Take a look at this replay. Really smart move coming from Tagaod. Saisa Gula avoided there by Tagaod. No floor defense on the side.
In the front line of UST. Chance ball ang ibibigay. Eliana had to just send it over. Panangin. Overpass. Panangin again. Kaasi will reverse it to Abellana off the blocker. What a save by FEU. Tagaod will try to come back to the play. Kaasi sa gitna. FEU strong on defense. Counter attack here. The save. The spike. The point to the Lady Tamaraws. That encapsulates the whole effort that they've shown.
With UP serving, FE will have a chance to set up the play. We'll see if they can get good defense, like what was instructed by Coach O earlier. The tip by Habonetan does not work there. But Chenie Tagaod, 6 points for her already. And the FEU just
11-6. Encarnacion popping it up. Tagaod. In transition. Puts it away.
for Tagaod.
Recognize din natin yung pagiging digger doon ni Jean Assis na middle
That's
blocker.
right.
It was a team effort.
And it paid off for them. Let's see if they get to replicate that effort. Tagaod going through the block.
Let's look at that again. Malutong.
Ang layo.
Against one of the top seeds, and with hopes of doing just that again today, Coach Manolo Ripuya reminded the girls na laban lang, mahaba pa to. Aside from that, Coach Manolo always reminds them
Of the set.
Another adjustment on the side of FEU. Papa in.
Oh, Tagaod with the power.
She looked like a 6'5" player from that last drop shot.
12-6, they have doubled up on FEU. Now, even the defense of Ateneo has improved, the floor defense rather. Minor again. Oh, she didn't swing it.
Well, this game is just getting fiercer and fiercer. Change of looks after a point. Look at that.
She had an opportunity.
I think nagkakaroon sila ng miscommunication pagdating sa floor defense.
Let's see if they can fix that, because FEU is really on a rampage here. Tagaod finding the...
That is the adjustment that Coach Manolo made here, fielding in Alberto in place of Tin Obado. Solomon, babalik sa NU. Alinsog with a drop. Here comes Chen.
Attacking at the right time, tooling the block. Alberto will bump set the girl who had the hot hands. Great production.
Because mas marunong ba ang mga middle blocker tumapat sa wings?
Well, FEU fourth in blocking. They've climbed up that statistic after the first round. Nice off-speed by Tagaod.
Confident in this conference for sure. Becoming one of the go-to players for FEU.
From the young setter of UP, Magsumbol. Petalio going deep cross court. Read well there by UP. Encarnacion away from the net. Ubaldo going to Tagaod, and Tagaod with a smile.
Gitna. Tagaod with that familiar
Exactly. And the place on the middle right now is working so well for FEU.
Hindi na babasa. 7-10. Combination. Bacanque read it. Boyos from behind. But impenetrable fortress at the net on those two occasions. UST cannot get careless here. FEU on a mini run.
Of Gene Assis. UP just down by 2 now. Let's see how FEU responds, and they do with that attack from Chenie Tagaod. Tagaod will make that her 4th point.
Lamina. Tagaod! Nobody in front of her! Explodes! Spike of the set brought to you by Duncan. Pasalubong ng bayan.
Neither on the floor, so Coach Obet wants to go on with what they're doing right.
Diaga going up to the opposite hit coming from Casillo, but that's denied.
Anything that FEU does, it works for them. Every adjustment na subukan gawin ng NU, it hasn't been working. But no violation there on the side of NU for that makaya kill, pero babawiin.
Within distance, it's a 2-point lead for FEU. Nogales got a touch on that. Tagaod goes up. Picked up by UE. Madriaga goes back to Cassie. Dug up by Ubaldo. Tagaod again. The off speed, and it works.
Tagaod recognized. Take a look at this replay. Don Gallo is out of position there on the right pin.
A very technical timeout by Coach here. You're reminding them of how to go about their defense.
Easy take again for FEU. Doromal, quick on that dig. De Guzman, checked at the net. One-on-one, De Guzman is right now being read well by the blockers. Set one as FEU looks for separation.
Let's look at the intention of Ubaldo to really block
to DLSU in the finals.
I mean, NU does have that championship mindset. They know how to make those in-game adjustments early, but FEU, they cannot be neglected in the UAE.
Thanks a lot, May. Gusto ko yung they eat together.
Yes.
They start and end their game days with a meal together.
And I mean, when I was a player back in the UAP, team bonding is really something that we really maximize on. You start your day together, and then you still end your night with your teammates in your squad.
Certainly making a difference for the Lady Dams right now, up by 3.
For the Lady Spikers to remain grounded and level-headed at all times. This report is brought to you by the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now or watch via PilipinasLive.com and experience UAAP games live in HD and commercial-free anytime and anywhere in the world. Now back to the panel.
Thank you so much for that report, Patrice. And that's a word short for both these squads, not just for the South, but I'm sure for FEU as well. In the classic Coach Ramil fashion.
So kailangan nila mag-run ng plays dito, Adamson, kasi napakaganda ng ginagalaw ng FEU.
And we did talk about this earlier, Billy, and blocking is not their strongest skill set.
It is one of the things that they need to work on coming into the semifinals as Monares bumps it to Tagaod, finding that corner, going long.
Tagaod is now in the front row. Lams Lamina reading that wrong, expecting that tip. Great spot going in zone 1.
Against UST in that 4-set loss. They practically gave up a set. 1-2 play. Quick reflexes by Ubaldo. There's Tagaod with a hit. Coverage from the back row. And block again.
Tagaod knew she was going to go for a tip.
We're just at the halfway mark. The skill will always be there. That's why they recruit these players. Just like the serve coming from the side of UP. On the other side, Ubaldo goes up to Bacanque. Popped up there by the libero of UP. Backcourt hit coming from Bustillo. They put this up. to Tagaod.
There are other scorers in that team of theirs, of UST, and she's still scoring 22.3 points a game.
I mean, the 3 players in the top 10 of the best scorers for UST. But if there's one department better than UST statistically, it has been their blocking. Tagaod closing down.
Para ma-activate talaga yung mga middles.
Faulty first ball, ginawa ng paraan ni Pepito. Good reaction there by FEU. Tagaod found the spot. Looking, staring down her coach. There you go, Pauline Gaston.
By the defense of UP. Back-to-back points for the Lady Tamaraws
Against Bella.
1-all. Bumalik.
Nagising ang FEU.
10%. That's how the game will go all throughout.
11 in scoring, number 8 in reception, and number 9 in digging.
Set up for Tagaod, finding the corner there for FEU. Starting to look like a seesaw battle here, Mels. Look at that.
As we see on the side of FEU, mataas yung moral, yung confidence. And Chenie Tagaod scoring off an ace. Palitan lang between these two teams. But with the errors of NU also helping out FEU.
5-7 here in set number 2. Over-received. Tagaod unable to take advantage. 1-on-1 against Rojo, and Tagaod gets the better of that.
Yaga well was already going for the block even before Madriaga set up Rojo.
Slide for her. Buena will get us going here. 16-all. Bump set. Tagaod, who usually leans towards her spike. Diba ganun naman ang style niya? She leans approach because of that lead. She looks like she was going to go for it then. Feathery touch right behind the blockers.